Hello dear students, in this session let's study the concepts of Laguerre polynomial. Okay, so previously we have studied Hermite polynomial. In that we have discussed many topics like we have solved Hermite equation and found the general solution for that, right? Then we have discussed generating function, orthogonality property, then recurrence relation, and the last one is Rodrigues formula, right? So similarly we will discuss all these concepts with concern with Laguerre equation. So first let's see the form of equation of Laguerre polynomial. Okay, so obviously it is an ordinary differential equation. So equation is of the form x into y double dash plus 1 minus x into y dash plus ny is equal to 1. This equation is nothing but your Laguerre differential equation. Okay, so now first what I have to do, I have to solve this Laguerre differential equation and I should find the general solution for this. So in order to find the general solution for this, we will use the method power series, right? So first let's check at x is equal to 0 whether I will get an ordinary point or a singular. Okay, so at x is equal to 0 means before substituting this value to this equation, what I supposed to do, I should convert this differential equation to a standard form. Standard form means y double dash plus 1 minus x by x into y dash plus n by x into y is equal to 0. Here this is nothing but my p of x, this is nothing but q of x. So at x is equal to 0, p of x will be infinity. Similarly, q of x will be infinity. That means x is equal to 0 is not an ordinary point. So obviously it is a singular point. If x is equal to 0 is a singular point, then I have again two choices, right? One is regular singular point, another one is irregular singular point. So in order to check this, again we have a concept, that is x into p of x is equal to x into 1 minus x by x, and x square into q of x is equal to x square into n by x. So x gets cancelled, here x gets cancelled. Again at x is equal to 0, here x into p of x is equal to 1 and your x square into q of x will be equal to 0. So I am getting a finite value. That means this is not equal to infinity. So x is equal to 0 is a regular singular point, right? So now I have to use Frobenius method in order to solve this problem. Frobenius method. So we have a series expansion for this, right? So y is equal to summation n is equal to 0 to infinity a n x power k plus n. This is nothing but my series expansion. Since I have n here, I will make this as m just to avoid confusions. So from this I can find out y dash. Y dash is nothing but m is equal to 0 to infinity k plus m into am x power k plus m minus 1. Similarly, y double dash will be equal to m is equal to 0 to infinity k plus m into k plus m minus 1 am x power k plus m minus 2. What is my next job? I have to substitute these values to this equation, right? So let's substitute the values now. X into summation m is equal to 0 to infinity k plus m into k plus m minus 1 into am x power k plus m minus 2 plus 1 minus x into summation m is equal to 0 to infinity k plus m into am x power k plus m minus 1 plus n into summation m is equal to 0 to infinity am x power k plus m is equal to 0. So now what I have to do, I should multiply x to this term and 1 minus x to this. So after simplification, this equation reduces to this form. Okay, so now I can take x power k plus m minus 1 as common in these two terms and x power k plus m as common in these two terms. So this is nothing but summation m is equal to 0 to infinity am k plus m into x power k plus m minus 1 as common. So we will get k plus m minus 1 plus 1 plus summation m is equal to 0 to infinity am into k plus m minus n into x power k plus m is equal to 0. So this 1 gets cancelled. You will get summation m is equal to 0 to infinity am k plus m into k plus m is nothing but k plus m whole square into x power k plus m minus 1 and summation m is equal to 0 to infinity am k plus m minus n into x power k plus m is equal to 0. So now what I have to do, since I will call this as equation number 3, this equation 3 is an identity. So we equate to 0, we will equate to 0 the smallest power of x, right? Coefficient of smallest power of x. Here if I substitute m is equal to 0, in this term you will get x power k, in this term you will get x power k minus 1. So if you compare these two, the smallest power of x is x power k minus 1. So let's equate this part. Okay, so a naught k square is equal to 0. We know that a naught is not equal to 0. So this implies k square is equal to 0. In other words, k is equal to 0, 0. So k is taking equal values, two equal values, right? So now what I have to do, the next part is I should equate the next term, next smallest power of x, right? So next smallest power means I will consider x power k plus m minus 1. So now you will get am k plus m whole square into x minus, in this term I will make this as k plus m minus 1. If I want to make this as x power k plus m minus 1, then my m should be replaced by m minus 1, right? So m is replacing by m minus 1 means here am is nothing but am minus 1 and this is nothing but k plus m minus 1 minus n. This is equal to 0. So now the recurrence relation is am is equal to k plus m minus 1 minus n divided by k plus m whole square into am minus 1. This is my recurrence relation. I will call this equation as equation number 5. Okay. So since k is equal to 0, let's substitute this value in this recurrence relation. You will get am is equal to m minus 1 minus n divided by k square into am minus 1. So now let's give values to our m so that we will get a0, sorry, a1, a2, a3, so on, right? So if m is equal to 1, a1 is equal to minus n by, oh sorry, this is m square, 1 whole square into a naught, right? I'm giving values to m. So 1 minus 1 gets cancelled, you will get minus n divided by 1 whole square into a naught. I can write this as minus 1 into n divided by 1 factorial whole square into a naught. Similarly, if m is equal to 2, a2 is equal to 2 minus 1 minus n divided by 2 square into a2 minus 1. This is nothing but 2 minus 1 is 1. 1 minus n divided by 2 whole square into a1. I know what is a1. Let's substitute the value here. So you will get 1 minus n by 2 whole square into minus 1 n divided by 1 factorial whole square into a naught. So we can write this as, this is equal to minus n into n minus 1 divided by 2 factorial whole square into a naught, right? This is minus 1. Here if I consider n minus 1, I will get one more minus here. Minus of n minus 1. So I can write this as minus 1 whole square n into n minus 1 divided by 2 factorial whole square into a naught. This is my a2. Similarly, if I find out the value of a3, a3 will be equal to 2 minus n by 3 square into a2. So let's substitute the value of a2 here. Before that, I can make this as minus n minus 2 divided by 3 square into what is a2? a2 is nothing but minus 1 whole square n into n minus 1 divided by 2 factorial whole square into a naught. So again I can rewrite a3 as minus 1 cube n into n minus 1 into n minus 2 whole divided by 3 factorial whole square into a naught. So similarly, if I continue in this way, I will get ar as minus 1 power r n into n minus 1, so on up to n minus r plus 1 whole divided by r factorial whole square. This is for r is less than or equal to n, right? Into a naught. So now substitute all these values in our series expansion. M is equal to 0 to infinity am x power k plus m. K is 0. So with different values of m, let's substitute the values here. We will get y is equal to a naught into 1 minus n by 1 factorial whole square into x plus n into n minus 1 by 2 factorial whole square into x square plus so on up to minus 1 power r n into n minus 1 n minus r plus 1 by r factorial whole square plus so on. This is my expansion, right? So again I can write this part using summation, that is y is equal to a naught into summation r is equal to 0 to infinity 0 to n minus 1 power r n factorial by n minus r whole factorial into r factorial whole square into x power r. Okay, so we will consider two cases for a naught in order to define Laguerre polynomial. If a naught is equal to 1, I can write this as y is equal to summation r is equal to 0 to n minus 1 power r n factorial by n minus r whole factorial into r factorial whole square x power r. Okay, if a naught is equal to n factorial, y will be equal to summation r is equal to 0 to n minus 1 power r n factorial whole square whole divided by n minus r whole factorial into r factorial whole square into x power r. So we will define Laguerre equation in two different forms, that is depending on the values of a naught. So now usually we will use this definition while proving generating function. Okay, so now let's this concept is clear, I guess. We have find out the general solution. This is nothing but general solution. We have written general solution using summation form. So here we have given the values to a naught, so that we got two definitions for Laguerre equation. Okay, now let's move to generating function. So we have to prove that exponential of xt by 1 minus t divided by 1 minus t is equal to summation n is equal to 0 to infinity ln of x into t power n. Okay, this means that we have to show that the coefficient of t power n in the expansion of LHS side is ln of x anta we have to prove, right? So let's consider the LHS part. Consider, I can write this as exponential of xt by 1 minus t whole divided by 1 minus t. So we know the expansion for e power x. Let's use that. So e power x is nothing but summation r is equal to 0 to infinity x power r by r factorial, right? I will use this expansion to this. So 1 by 1 minus t I will retain as it is. Summation r is equal to 0 to infinity. In the place of x I have xt by 1 minus t. So xt by 1 minus t, sorry, this is minus xt. Okay, whole power r into 1 by r factorial. So this is equal to, I can write this as summation r is equal to 0 to infinity minus 1 power r x power r t power r into 1 minus t whole power minus r plus 1 into 1 by r factorial. So I am just combining this with this. So here I will get 1 minus t into 1 minus t power r. This is in denominator. So if you shift this term to numerator, you will get 1 minus t minus r plus 1, right? So now to this part, I will use binomial expansion, that is 1 minus x power minus n. So 1 minus x power minus n is nothing but 1 plus nx plus n into n plus 1 by 2 factorial into x square plus n into n plus 1 into n plus 2 by 3 factorial into x cube plus so on. Let's use this binomial expansion to this term now. Okay, so this is nothing but summation r is equal to 0 to infinity minus 1 power r x power r into t power r by r factorial into 1 plus r plus 1. That means if you compare this with this, in the place of n I have r plus 1. So r plus 1 into t power r plus 1 plus r plus 1 into r plus 2 into t power r plus 2 divided by 2 factorial plus r plus 1 r plus 2 r plus 3 divided by 3 factorial into t power r plus 3 plus so on, right? So now let's multiply t power r to this terms. So this will be equal to summation r is equal to 0 to infinity minus 1 power r x power r by r factorial into t power r plus r plus 1 into t power r plus 1 into t power r means, okay, sorry, this is t square t cube. Sorry for this mistake. So here in the place of x I have to replace t. This is t square, this is t cube. Okay, so now you will get t power r plus 1 plus r plus 1 into r plus 2 t power r plus 2 divided by 2 factorial plus r plus 1 into r plus 2 into r plus 3 by 3 factorial into t power r plus 3 plus so on. So I will explain this part once again, just observe carefully. This is my LHS part. Okay, to my LHS part I am applying expansion, exponential expansion, that is e power x is nothing but summation r is equal to 0 to infinity x power r by r factorial. So if you substitute that, you will get this term. So here I am just splitting my powers to each and every term, so that you will get minus 1 power r x power r t power r into 1 minus t whole power minus into r plus 1 into 1 over r factorial. So now to this part we are using binomial expansion of 1 minus x whole power minus n, that is nothing but 1 plus nx plus n into n plus 1 by 2 factorial into x square plus n into n plus 1 n plus 2 by 3 factorial into x cube plus so on, right? So here if you compare this with my expansion, that is 1 minus t whole power minus of r plus 1. So in the place of x I have t, in the place of n I have r plus 1. So you will get 1 plus n means r plus 1 into x means t plus n means r plus 1, n plus 1 means r plus 2 by 2 factorial x square means it is t square plus r plus 1 r plus 2 r plus 3 by 3 factorial into t cube plus so on. Now in this step I have just multiplied your t power r with this expansion. Okay, so we are getting t power r plus r plus 1 into t power r plus 1 plus r plus 1 r plus 2 by 2 factorial into t power r plus 2 plus r plus 1 r plus 2 r plus 3 by 3 factorial into t power r plus 3 plus so on. So now to this expansion I will just multiply and divide this by r factorial for my convenience. Okay, so I will get summation r is equal to 0 to infinity minus 1 power r x power r by r factorial into r factorial by r factorial into t power r plus r factorial into r plus 1 by r factorial into t power r plus 1 plus r factorial by r factorial into r plus 1 r plus 2 into t power r plus 2 plus so on. I can write this as summation r is equal to 0 to infinity minus 1 power r x power r by r factorial into r plus 0 whole factorial by r factorial into 0 factorial into t power r plus 0 plus r factorial into r plus 1 means r plus 1 whole factorial divided by 1 factorial into r factorial t power r plus 1 plus r factorial into r plus 1 into r plus 2 means this is nothing but r plus 2 whole factorial. Here we have left off with 2 factorial. Okay, so r plus 2 whole factorial into 2 factorial r factorial into t power r plus 2 plus so on, right? So I can write this part using summation that is summation r is equal to 0 to infinity minus 1 power r x power r by r factorial into summation s is equal to 0 to infinity r plus s whole factorial divided by r factorial into s factorial into t power r plus s. Right? So now put r plus s is equal to n because we will compare the coefficient of t power n, right? So I am reducing r plus s to n. So r plus s is equal to n means s is equal to n minus r. I can write like this, right? So for a fixed value of r, the coefficient of t power n will be minus 1 power r into n factorial by r factorial whole square into n minus r whole factorial into x power r. Just observe this summation part. For a fixed value of r, we have some fixed value for r. Okay, so this will reduce us to, this term will reduce to t power n. This s factorial will become n minus r whole factorial. R factorial becomes r factorial whole square. R plus s becomes n factorial. So we are comparing the coefficient of t power n for a fixed value of r. So you will get minus 1 power r into x power r into n factorial by r factorial whole square into n minus r factorial. So now we know that s will be greater than or equal to 0 from this summation part, right? So if s is greater than or equal to 0 means obviously n minus r will be greater than or equal to 0. This implies r is less than n. So your r is varying from 0 to n, right? So I can write this as summation r is equal to 0 to n minus 1 power r n factorial by r factorial whole square into n minus r whole factorial into x power r. I will call this as equation number 1. So this is nothing but your LHS part, simplified version of your LHS part. So from the definition of Laguerre polynomial, we have ln of x is equal to summation r is equal to 0 to n minus 1 power r n factorial whole square divided by n minus r whole factorial into r factorial whole square into x power r. So now I will substitute this value to the RHS part of your generating function, that is summation ln of x into t power n. Okay. So as I mentioned you in the definition part of Laguerre polynomial, if a0 is equal to n factorial, then you will get this definition, right? If you are considering a0 is equal to n factorial means in your generating function statement you will get ln of x into t power n by n factorial. Okay, so if you are considering a0 is equal to 1 means, if a0 is equal to 1, you can consider the definition of ln of x is equal to summation r is equal to 0 to n minus 1 power r n factorial by n minus r whole factorial into r factorial whole square into x power r. This is if a0 is equal to 1. This is if a0 is equal to n factorial. Since in the generating function statement they have just given ln of x into t power n. So consider only this definition. Okay, don't consider this definition. In your notes I have written this definition. make a correction over there, or make your generating function statement as ln of x into t power n by n factorial. Okay, so now if you compare your equation 1 and equation 2, both are similar, right? So from this you can conclude that exponential of minus xt by 1 minus t into 1 minus t is equal to summation r is equal to 0 to n ln of x into t power n. If you considered this definition, then you can say that your generating function exponential of minus xt by 1 minus t will be equal to summation r is equal to 0 to n ln of x into t power n divided by n factorial, because this is the expansion or this is the simplification version of your LHS part of the generating function, right? So if you substitute this definition to your generating function here ln of x, this n factorial gets cancelled with this n factorial. Again you will get the same equation number 1. So it will not create any difference to your expansion of your LHS part. Okay, so you can write in both the ways, no problem. So this is all about your generating function. Next we will move to recurrence relation.